Welcome back to some more Chicago White Sox. Today we are in our farm system, specifically the Birmingham Barons. We're going to take a look at some of these pitching prospects that we drafted in the previous draft leading up to our next draft. First up is going to be Lou Richardson himself, our 101, having a pretty solid start to his Double-A career. Hoping to get him developed and at least get a spring training invite next season, maybe, but possibly the season after. We'll get our usual here, do the full pitch count, and then we'll shift to action pitches. We're going to take a look at a couple pitchers today. Not a greatest pitch right there from Lou Richardson. Looks like that slider got away from him just a little bit. See if he can get past some of these jitters. I'm sure he knows we're taking a look at him here. Gonna ground it out to second right here. Easy out to start the game for Lou Richardson. Need somebody to potentially bump up to AAA in September. Lou Richardson is a candidate to do that for us. We're most likely going to bring Drew Thorpe up and for a September call-up. And then the way he's been looking so far this season, strong possibility he makes the opening day roster. Oh, they get a hold of Winston at deep center, but Braden Montgomery is going to make sure Lou Richardson doesn't give up the early hit in the second. 0-1 pitch and another fly out to Braden Montgomery. So Lou Richardson pitch count, yeah, he's looking pretty solid to this point. They're going to get one down in right field right there, but they will not advance past first. Got us a full count look right here. We were very high on Lou Richardson coming up to the draft. Didn't feel comfortable trying to get him later in the draft. Hate to see that, though. That actually gets down, bounces off the wall, though, so he will not give up the home run, but it is a double nonetheless. 2 outs, runner on second, and they just send it right back to Lou. He's going to get that easy out at first.
0-1.
Pretty excited about this young group of pitchers that we brought in, though. They got some pretty nasty stuff. Just need to see the development there. You're looking at, this is a strong possibility all of them stay at the Double-A level for probably 2 seasons. Brandon Shelley there can't make the play. They're going to get another double off of Lou here. But Lou is the closest to bumping up to AAA for us. Don't know how I'm going to do that yet. Really depends on how he finishes the season. It's going to bring us to the bottom of the third here. 2 outs. Runner on second. And they smash it to center field and it gets down. Getting some solid hits off of the young pitcher here. They do bring a runner home there. So that's 2 runs on Lou in his minor league spotlight showcase. This one, however, will not get down in center field. It's going to bring us to the end of the third. Bottom of the fourth, and they send it right out to right field. It's going to be the easy out. He's working through the batters pretty well, in my opinion. Not a whole lot to hate with what he's done so far. There's going to be another easy out for the catcher. 2 outs, 1-2 pitch, and they're going to send it to right field. Can he get there in time? He cannot. It's going to get down. It's going to be a single for the batter. Need to see Lou throw some more strikeouts. He hasn't had a strikeout all game. They're going to send another one deep right, but it's going to bring us to the end of the fourth. Easy out. But yeah, no strikeouts to this point. Don't like to see that. Joe Ridley with the nice stop there. Going to get the easy out to start the fifth for us. 2-2 count, and there it is. Lou Richardson's first strikeout of the game. Can't say I'm too thrilled that it took 5 innings for him to get a strikeout. It's pretty unsettling. Just feel like he should have had more strikeouts to this point. Then again, he is facing a good group of hitters as an opponent. They haven't been able to really get anything out of the park on him. Only a few hits, but they do generate some solid runs for him. Another strikeout, so second strikeout on the day. And we're getting some action in the bullpen here. Signs that Lou Richardson's day might be done. And they're going to line that out to the shortstop. He would come back out for the 6th inning. Or no, we're still in the 6th inning. I spoke too soon. Thought we were starting a new inning right there. And they're going to get one down into the left center gap. Should be an easy double, possible triple for the batter here. And yeah, it's going to be a triple for the batter. His second on the day. And then that's going to be the end of Lou Richardson's day. The manager said, "You've done good to this point. It's time to bring somebody else out." Can't say I'll argue with that decision. The Barons would go on to lose that game. Unfortunate loss for Lou Richardson, but we're going to pick things up here against the Trash Pandas at historic Rickwood Field, not too far from the Barons' home stadium in Birmingham. And today we're going to get a look at Joaquin Nunez, another one of our draft prospects that we were pretty high on. It's going to be his first start at the AA level. He's been coming in as a reliever, but given the struggles of Ronnie Wells, the decision was made to put him in the starting rotation, and today is going to be his first start. I expect some jitters here to begin with, to be expected. His first start in the minors. So I don't know how great of pitching we're going to see from him. He's going to start us off with a 1-0 count. We'll get his full pitch count as usual with the first batter.
1-1.
And then we'll move on to action pitches only. 1-1 count for Joaquin.
Ball, that's off the plate.
He's dancing around the edges of that strike zone, playing it pretty well. Like to see that from a young pitcher. If only he could get the batters to chase a little bit. I feel like taking that approach is going to lead him to a higher pitch count. The 3-1 delivery goes foul. It's going to bring us full count. Let's see if Joaquin can get a strikeout here. Strikeout might do him some good for his confidence if he can just seal the deal. It's going to be another foul off. 6th pitch of the at-bat. And he does start his day with a nasty strikeout. Hopefully he can carry that momentum into the rest of his pitching. They're going to get a line to third and another bad throw by our third baseman. It is abysmal how bad he is. I may have to go out and find a third base prospect just to help these pitchers out because he is a liability to say the least. 3-2 pitch there leads to another single. Joaquin now finds himself in a bit of a jam. Runners on first and second. And he gets hit by the ball off the bat right there.
No, he's safe.
Hopefully he's okay. Looked like he took it right to his throwing arm. Gets a second look right here, and yeah, right into the throwing arm. Hopefully nothing too bad. We'll see how it affects his pitching from this point. 1 out, bases juiced. Looks like he's going to start with a strike. So maybe it didn't affect him too bad. We'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. 0-1 pitch coming right here. Need to find a way out of this jam in the first inning, and they smash it to right field low, and it's gonna bring a run home for the Trash Pandas, while also leaving the bases juiced yet. Rio Foster up and sends it right past Joaquin into center field on the ground, and that will bring 2 runners home. So very, very rocky start to Joaquin's debut here. I really need to see him work himself out of this jam. Possible double here, and we're out of the first finally. Beautiful double play. Nice flip from shortstop. Gets us to the second. No offense to close the 3-point gap though, and Joaquin's going to start with a 0-1 count.
Nope, outside.
Bullpen already warming up because Joaquin threw almost 30 pitches. Or no, he did throw 30 pitches in the first inning. Gotta hurt his confidence there. I don't know how deep in this game he's going to be able to go.
1 ball.
If he gets out of the second pretty quick, we could, have a little bit more faith that he can make a deeper run. Third baseman recovering from his terrible, terrible throwing. So, trying to redeem himself, I guess you could say. But I think the damage is done. I think he's proven that he's not a, promising prospect at third base for us. 2 outs, runner on first. Need to see Joaquin put some batters down. And the third baseman finally makes a good throw to first. Shocking, I know. It's going to get us into the top of the third. Still no offense from these Barons. And we're going to start with a fly out to right for the third inning. Joaquin seems to have settled down quite a bit, delivering much better pitching. Really wish the second baseman would have made more of an attempt to get that. It's going to get down into the right center gap. Runner on first. 1-2 pitch for Joaquin. And he delivers a strikeout. 2 outs, runner on first. Another 1-2 count for Joaquin, and sends it right to the beautiful, beautiful little glove toss by the shortstop. Joaquin would stay out for the start of the fourth. It looks like 0-1 pitch, and they send it deep to center, and we are there for it. So nice quick out to begin the fourth. And Joaquin was going to deliver his first pitch, and it's a swing, and that, why couldn't we do that before? We know you're capable of the second baseman. Need to see it more from you. Beautiful play, though. Makes it 2 outs. Trying to get out of this inning quick. Can we get there? And we do. Unfortunately, that would be the end of the day for Joaquin, though. Just pitch count got way too high for the manager's liking. He would bring out Brad Guerrero for his first action at the AA level. He's not your typical preferred long reliever. He is our lowest overall and has a really low stamina. Bit of a rocky start for his debut as well. First 2 batters up, they get on base. We got no outs. Maybe a short day for Guerrero if he doesn't rein this in. Shot at a double play here, and it is going to be 1. But we do advance the runner to third. A nice little 4-6-3 from your infield. 0-2 pitch, and a little love from the ump there. Going to get us out of the 5th. Guerrero would stay out for the 6th. They send one to center, and it's going to be light work for Braden Montgomery. Action in the bullpen, though. As we said before, Guerrero doesn't really have the stamina to go deep into games. strong possibility that Guerrero becomes a reliever pitcher for us. Just if that stamina doesn't come up, I don't see the value there for a starting rotation pitcher. Just because you're going to get into your bullpen really quick with Guerrero right now. So if his stamina doesn't develop and it doesn't get better, and I don't see improvement in that area in the next couple of seasons, he's going to become a reliever for us, if not sooner. I like Guerrero. I like the potential. He's got some pretty nasty stuff. I can't in good confidence put a pitcher out there in a starting rotation that has less than 60 stamina. Shortstop sold right there. Should have been an easy stop. It's going to lead to a runner on first. Guerrero 2 outs, 1-2 pitch, and he gets him swinging on the low and outside changeup. Guerrero would stay in the game to begin the 8th, and they're going to get one down in the center field. So they're getting good contact off of Guerrero. I feel like he should deliver more strikeouts, but we did make some adjustments to our sliders, trying to, still playing around with those. And unfortunately, our AA pitchers are the ones who are testing out the sliders. Feel like we've got a good spot in terms of hits. Missed opportunity to double play there. Puts the runners at the corners. But yeah, our sliders are still a work in progress. Joe Ridley misses the stop there. It's going to juice the bases. Correction, it's going to bring a runner home. And runners on first and second. But as I keep trying to say, I feel like our slider's in a really good spot. Another possible double play here. Solid work defensively from Joe Ridley. Nice little double play right there. Looks like the manager would have faith in Guerrero to come out and finish this game. He's going to start the 9th for us. First batter, though, 2-1 pitch, ends up in a single. Another 1-2 pitch with a runner on first for Guerrero here. He delivers, and it goes to the third baseman, and another bad throw. Missed opportunity for a double there by our third baseman. So, really starting to get frustrated with the third baseman, and then Guerrero delivers a terrible, terrible pitch that goes wild. It's going to move the runners to second and third. Not the best look for Guerrero here in the 9th. His pitch count is well above his stamina, in my opinion. I feel like the manager probably should have pulled him for the 9th. He does deliver a strikeout for us, but it's just, I don't know how deep Guerrero's going to be able to go. They get the sac fly run to make it 5-1. 2 outs. Top of the 9th. And now the manager wants to pull him. Feel it's too late. I personally would have let Guerrero finish the game. And it's just one more out. I'd at least give him one more batter. But we would lose that game as well at Rickwood. And now I wanted to take another look at Lou Richardson. And so we're going to go ahead and watch his start against the Trash Pandas and see if he does better. And his third pitch ends up in a flyer out to right center, but we are there for it. So 1 out, 1-2 pitch, and we don't have to wait 5 innings for a strikeout this time. Lou Richardson decided that, hey, we'll go ahead and get these strikeouts rolling. Love to see it. They are going to sneak one down the left foul line, though. Not a huge fan of that one. But 2 outs, runner on first, top of the first. 1-2 pitch. Deliver some heat. And they just lay it off right there to the pitcher. And Lou gets the easy out at first. Much better start, in my opinion, to Lou Richardson's day. Gets a man looking right there. I think we're seeing what Lou Richardson deals on a daily basis on his starts. I'm liking this a lot more than what we saw in his first one. He's showing me that he may be ready to take that step to Triple A when we call Drew Thorpe up. But only time will tell. Easy out for the catcher to end the second, or the top of the second, I guess I should say. But still had to go through our offense. Looks like we are going to generate some points, though. Get some runs across home. Barron's up 2-0. Lou Richardson keeping these batters off base. Love to see it. Gets him another strikeout right there. 4th on the day. Very nice. Very nice. 3-2 count. And will we get there in time? We will not.
He made it safe.
Not the best of looks from your shortstop there. At least he stopped it, though. Kept it in the infield. Limits it to one base. And they're going to fly it out to right field. And that should end the top of the third for us, and it does. Lou showing me that this may be a deep run for him. He may go deep into this game. He's keeping that pitch count low.
That's an out.
Love to see that. Working through the batters pretty quick. Full count here. A little love from the ump on that one. But we'll take it nonetheless. 5th strikeout on the day for Lou Richardson. But 55 pitches in the 4th inning. Can't complain with that kind of production. Especially not at the AA level. A lot better than his previous games. 3rd baseman again. We already know he's a liability. But it's AA, so I'm not too concerned with it. Major league level, he would have been subbed out of the lineup first game. He's just really consistent. He'll make plays, and then he won't make plays. Then he makes good throws, then he makes bad throws. So, possibly we bring in a 3rd baseman in the draft to send down to AA to kind of help out these pitchers. Because I don't like a bad defense behind a pitcher causing his ERA to go up. Hurts their development, in my opinion. Still 2-0 for us here. Top of the 5th. See if we can get out of this. That one's going to get down. It looks like it does. So, another single. He's not letting anything big happen, which you'd love to see. Need to see him get out of this inning, though. And they're going to send it right to the left field, and it's the easy out. Manager seems to agree with my philosophy. Lewis showed he can go deep into this game, and so he's going to come out for the 6th. This is typically where you might see some of these young pitchers kind of come out, but looks like we're going to give Lou a chance to do a complete game. He's got a solid quality start, in my opinion. Pitching a shutout to add to that. Top of the 6th. 1 out left to go. They smash it deep right, and we just can't get to it in time. It bounces off the wall. I think that's the first double that he's allowed on the day. Let's see if he can go ahead and put the inning down. They try him again out in right field, but this time we're going to get to it. Top of the 7th, and Lou Richardson is still out there dealing the heat. I don't know what that 3rd baseman was doing there. That didn't look good at all. But right down the foul line, I know it's hard to get to. Just would have liked to have seen more effort from the 3rd baseman right there. Got ourselves a 4-0 lead, and we're just being a little lazy.
Out.
Can't get to it fast enough for the double play, but we'll get the easy out at first. Runner on second, though. Lou's getting up into the 80s on his pitches. Get the easy out there, and they do not test the arm of our outfield. Can't blame them. We got some absolute studs in the outfield. 86th pitch for Lou. Pops it up. Joe Ridley's going to come in. Easy out. He's going to Bring us into the eighth, and Richardson now at 91 pitches. He's getting up there for that stamina. Think he might need to come out here soon. They get a leadoff single, and yeah, there it is. Manager making the right call, in my opinion. Lou's had a really good game. Don't want to see it spoiled by leaving him out there too long. And he will get his win on the day. Barons win 4-0. Lou Richardson, man of the hour. Pitched a lovely game, if I do say so myself. A lot of hope for Lou Richardson there. Expect big things from him. All right, coming out of our showcases here, I did put some people on the trade block. Oswaldo Cabrera was one of those guys. Now, so the Giants are looking to deal us Robbie Ray for him. 1-for-1 swap. Looks like a salary dump. He is in the final year of his contract. He hasn't been having the greatest of years, but he is a lefty, and he could potentially fill out our starting role. And depending on how he finishes the season, we could bring him back. So I'm tempted to go ahead and take this deal because Oswaldo Cabrera just has not been good. 220 average. We've already pulled him out of the starting lineup. It's a smaller contract, and I know he feels a need for us. Filling multiple roles is kind of why we went after him. But I don't know, I kind of like this offer. I feel like it's gonna. Wasn't really seeing any trades that I wanted. The trade block didn't look great. But I feel like this kind of fills a need for us at pitching, so I think we're gonna accept it. I think we're gonna slot him in right here in place of Bryce Wilson, who has been doing the worst of all of our pitchers at the mound. It is gonna make us left-handed heavy with 3 pitchers in the starting rotation lefties. But maybe it'll work out. Our pitching hasn't looked great. The little swap right there. Kyle Busch hasn't done bad for coming in right here at this spot for us. Shane Baz not having the greatest of years, but don't know how much of that is his fault. Based on some of the games that I've watched, our defensive fielding just hasn't been great on the infield. A lot of errors that I've witnessed. And in a corresponding move, because now that we have too many pitchers, and I didn't really want to have to send anybody down and risk waivers, we're going to send Jake Eater off to the Blue Jays for Davis Schneider to kind of help fill out our left field. He'll probably rotate in with Encarnacion. And here we are, 1 week away from the draft. In the next episode, we'll do a draft preview. Got some pretty exciting prospects lined up. Obviously, we're not doing great. 32-56 on the year. Looks like Shane Baz kind of reeled it back in. He's got that ERA back down. Love to see it from him. He's up to an 81 overall. Robbie Ray's performing about how you expected him to. Andrew Heaney, ERA is up a little bit. He's in regression. I don't know that we'll bring him back. We'll kind of have to see how that's looking. Jonathan Cannon actually recovered. It looks like he went up to a 75 overall. His ERA is down, so pitching has gotten better. Kyle Busch not looking too great. Bryce Wilson might be finding his way back into the starting rotation. We'll have to kind of see. Haven't made my mind up on that yet. In terms of batting, we did go with what you see here after a slate of games just to try to see if we could get something offensively going. Rivera Jr. is doing better at the plate, 247. Reyes is our best batter, though, hitting at a 289 average. Lawrence Butler batting at the 3. His average is down bad, but he does have 11 home runs. And I believe that's the most on the team. No, Reyes has the most with the least amount of power, which is crazy. Encarnacion's been batting cleanup for us. His batting average is pretty good. I really need to see Lawrence Butler's batting average come up. Nicky Lopez not doing too bad himself, hitting 248. Andrew Vaughn, though, 14 home runs, 245 actually. He's really bounced back from the really slow start that he had to the beginning of the year. Might be bumping him up just a touch. Might be swapping him and Lawrence Butler, actually. But I'm going to sleep on it. Ross doing well, hitting 240 average, 8 home runs on the year. Kyle Till not doing too terrible. And then Colson Montgomery, 234 average. So we're looking pretty good there. A couple other guys here. Hernandez, 231 average. Dylan Moore right at the Mendoza line. He's actually on the trade block for us. He's in regression. We've gotten a couple offers for him. I haven't liked him, though. Davis Schneider, though, hitting 306. He might be finding him some time at the plate for us, a little bit more than what he's seen. Miguel Amaya, I never really swapped him and Kyle Till. We've kind of just the few opportunities he's had at the bat, I haven't been a fan of. I think he's just going to be a sub here and there for us. Had a really good spring. We'll probably keep him around. Yeah, we got him for another year. So he'll probably, stay in that spot that he's in. As for our AAA team here, Drew Thorpe, we'll probably get a few showcase games of him after the draft in the next episode. I wanted to get him in on this one, but based on Lou Richardson's performance, I think we needed to see more of him. And so that kind of took away from doing some other stuff. But Drew Thorpe definitely probably getting a September call up and will most likely be on our team at the start of the opening day roster, I guess I should say. At the AA level, though, Lou Richardson, no surprise there, absolutely killing it. Loving what I'm seeing from this guy. Improving quite nicely. Stamina's right where it needs to be. His per nines are coming up. Definitely possibly could be moving to the AAA level. Don't know yet. Joaquin Nunez, though, we showcased him. He did well. A rocky first inning for him, but he recovered well, and he has been doing well all season. 1.74 ERA. Ronnie Wells found his way back into the starting rotation. Bit of a late season recovery for him. We may get some showcases of him in before the season's done. Brad Guerrero, though, came in for relief of Nunez. We loved what we saw there, and he has performed quite well this season. Though I do believe that one game is the only game that he's pitched. It looks like they bring in the other two guys. Really just like Chanel here gets most of the looks at long relief, but the way some of these guys have been performing, I don't think the long relief has been needed. It's probably been mostly these late reliever guys. Taking a look at some other guys on our AA team here. Brandon Shelley hitting below the Mendoza line, but we knew the bat was not going to be his strong point, and looks like he's going to be more dominant for righties. He'll probably spend another year in AA. I don't see him moving up to AAA, and he might be a right-handed only player. Joe Ridley, though, hitting 259, not looking too bad. Don't know how much improvement he's going to make. I would love to be able to move him up to AAA, but we'll kind of see how that goes. Brady Montgomery is a guy that we didn't necessarily draft, but we inherited him with the team. Having him a pretty solid year, possibly making the jump to AAA, depending on who all we call up for September. That's going to pretty much wrap up things for this episode. A lot of moving parts here, seeing some things I like, seeing some things I don't like, finding some decent prospects in the scouting. Looking like it's going to be a pretty fun draft for us. And then next episode we'll have the draft, and then we'll probably do a couple more showcases like previously said. All the way up until September, and that will end that episode, and then the episode after that will cover September call-ups and most likely the off season. But thanks for watching. Like and subscribe so you can keep up to date with what we're doing, and go White Sox.